I can,
Okay.
if I click. I don't see it. Yep, that's it. Okay. What I did is been doing new energy for 30 years, and I'm doing it now in a startup. And I wanted to do, since this is a startup environment, just give you my 6 little rules for success in a startup entrepreneurial company in the new energy sector, which is very, very different than the IT sector. The first rule is you have to care deeply about what you're doing. You have to get up every morning and you have to do it because you have a mission and a passion for something. At our company, what we do is shown right here. We know that there are parts of the world, I go there every day, where the sky is gray. It's so full of particulate matter, where children, when they're asked what color the sky is, will tell you it's gray. And so what we like to say is that what we're doing, is we're trying to get to a world where every child will paint the sky blue. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. I think it's really important if you're in a startup to always remember that you have to have a vision, and every morning you have to know why you do what you do. The other thing I think is really important is when you're in a startup in new energy, you have to know that what you're doing is very, very different. The reality is that success for startups doesn't come for doing the next little thing. It comes from doing the next big thing. And so what we do is a little crazy, but it won't be crazy in 20 years. What we do is you're used to the fermentation of sugar, where an organism takes a sugar molecule and converts it to ethanol. We focused actually on recycling carbon. We have an organism that takes a waste carbon emission from an industrial site like a steel mill, and it recycles that carbon to make ethanol, just like a sugar molecule, but it does it with a carbon emission. Here in Kazakhstan, we're working with companies like Kazchrome and Kazphosphate that also have these waste carbon emissions. And so this is why I have this little picture. Who would have ever thought that a steel mill would be doing anything with a microbe? But that is what it takes to create success. Do something crazy, something really big and different. The other thing that I would say is really important, especially if you're doing new energy, is you can't keep it in the lab forever. If you scale and you start to scale, take it out into the world and let the world help you scale. We've actually done that. We've worked across the world in China, in Taiwan, in the United States, in New Zealand, and we've used that as a platform to learn from our partners about what it would take to commercialize our technology. The next rule is you must create a global network. 100% of nothing is nothing. You have to share the innovation and learn from those that ask questions about what you're doing so that you can quickly perfect your technology. You want to learn quickly, you want to fail quickly so that you can then eventually get to success. These are our partners, our global partners, and they're our investors, they're big companies, and they're little companies, and we're going to be successful because we learn from them every day. The next rule is you don't have to have patience every day. You have to move quickly every day, but you have to note that you're in it for a long time. This is not the IT sector. We don't make something on a piece of paper and then implement it. This requires you to put steel in the ground, and putting steel in the ground takes a lot of time and a lot of effort. In the United States, we say what we're doing is we're crossing the valley of death. To implement a new technology in the energy sector, we say we cross the valley of death. We've been around for 10 years, and we're getting ready to build our first commercial unit now. We're doing it with our steel mill partner, ArcelorMittal. And the last thing I would say, and I just will quote Aristotle so that you know that this has been going on since 300 BC. Every time you challenge the status quo, everybody will tell you you're wrong. Everybody will tell you that the easiest thing to do is to sit on the couch and do nothing. Don't listen to that. Let your motivation be your call to action. Do not let these people have this be a call to inaction. I think these are the things that create success that will change the world in energy and will make a much better future.